every single aspect of this film was fucking horrible. The writing was garbage. It was stiff and awkward, and it tried to be funny. It was just horrible, okay? The overall story was incoherent. It felt like somebody took like an autobiography of Napoleon and then like just like went to like every 15 pages and they picked a page out and they were like, let's make a scene about that. Let's make a scene about that. Let's make a scene about that. Oh my God. The writing was horrible. The story was horrible. The performances were terrible. I don't know if Phoenix was just a bad choice for the role. Like, maybe he plays like a soft boy or whatever, because generally I can't think of a bad performance. He was amazing. I thought in Her, he was really good. He did well in Joker. Honestly, the real takers, Joker was like a mid as fuck movie that was just carried by a god tier Joaquin Phoenix performance. His performance in this movie was terrible. The line delivery, I felt like I was watching I was in high school, watching a high school play. It was so terrible and stiff. Well, don't you understand that I'm the love of your life? Like, it was like, what am I? It's like a parody of shitty high school acting. I guess he looked like he was the same age the entire film, even though it's supposed to take place over like 20 or 30 years. But the thing that I noticed so quickly that like my eyes were drawn to this almost immediately. Hold on, I have to log into my main YouTube account incognito. 1 second. It was super ADHD in the pacing. I wouldn't even say it was ADHD in the pacing. When I think of an ADHD paced movie, I think of something like a Marvel movie or like Oppenheimer, where you've got like music is driving every scene. You've got cut. The camera's like never on an actor for more than like 2 seconds because you got to keep moving and everything. That's like an ADHD paced movie, in my opinion. This movie was just bizarro, random as fuck. It was all over the place. I looked up and I saw it was Ridley Scott, and I was like, oh, I have like a guess. I have like a guess as to what's happening. The visual effects were good though. No, they weren't. I don't know why you're saying that. That's not true at all. They were trash. And that's going to be the thing that I actually come down the harsh on, because all the things I'm giving you right now are just, I started to pay more attention afterwards. After this one thing, and this is the only movie that I've ever watched. Okay, where I legitimately, after like 5 minutes, I was like, wow, this is some really, really, really bad cinematography. It is directed unbelievably poorly, okay? I don't know if, also, if any other YouTuber made a video on this movie, then fuck you, okay? And fuck them. Let me see, okay. Let me see if I can find when I noticed this. My God, this movie was actually so fucking horrible. I was so triggered watching it. Something set me off here. Something set me off here. It was watching him walk. Oh my God. We can't see because of DRM? Wait, is that a real thing? Is that possible? Turn off hardware acceleration. Use graphics acceleration when available. Ugh, I have to hold on. You can see how shit the visual is by looking at the trailer. No. You can't. You have to watch the movie to realize how fucking horrible it is. Okay. I realized it around this scene, okay? I don't know why, but something happened, okay? I watched this. Okay. For some reason, I thought up to this point, okay, so I watched this. And I don't know why. And I have nothing to prove this, so if somebody else has done a video, tell me, okay? None of this is real. All of this is fucking CGI'd. Something about this pillar made me realize that I think this is all CGI'd, which is fine. See, there's nothing wrong with CGI, okay? However, man... okay, hold on. I think there's some nudity in here. Just let me be careful. I don't know if actually there is nudity or not. I watched him walk through. Okay, so the pillar in the background. But then But then it was at this point I understood everything. I understood it all. Okay, hold on. I'm finding it. I'm going to find it. Hold on. Chill. We're looking. Has anybody seen this movie? Hold on. We're looking. Hold on. Hold up. Wait. The thing is, I can't even look for dialogue around the scene I'm looking for because I don't even remember. I don't even know what they were talking about. Oh, I found it. And then I saw this, okay? Now, again, I don't know if it's because I've been doing all my podcast shit and or if this movie's just so fucking bad. It was this scene, okay?
It's a shame. Such a great man should have no manners.
Why do you care about this movie so much? I think the mainstream opinion is that it's slop. No. Because it's not slop and it's not bad. I don't even want to say amateurish because I think that an amateur would try to do more, okay? It was this scene that I noticed it, okay? All right. We're walking outside, okay? Look at all of these look at how cool this area is. You've got a sunset. You've got all these pillars. Like, we can do like parallax, moving camera, walking behind pillars. There's so many different ways to shoot what's going on here. There's so many different ways to work with everything that you've got here, okay? Anytime you've got like, in my opinion, anytime you got like pillars like blacking shit out, like there's got to be something cool you could do with a shot, okay? Nothing. There's nothing here, okay? Nothing happens. And then I realize, and I think it's because of the CGI, every single thing in this movie is you walk into a room and then it's shot, reverse. Every single fucking scene. And I think it's because every single thing is CGI'd, and I don't think Ridley Scott knows how to map shots in an artificial environment. Because if you go through and you watch this movie, there's two ways that he does it. You're either in a room and it's shot, reverse, or it's outside in some contrived bullshit, like big fucking bullshit CGI'd shot. Who the fuck cares? They're not even that cool, okay? Everything is fucking fake. You've got a lot of shots like this where I think everything in the background is fake, by the way, where it's a person like walking through a crowd. There might be like 4 real people here and everybody else is fake, okay? And everything else is fake. They do the same type of shot in the cathedral scene or whatever, right? Good job, Marie, dipshit. And then like these things, I think all this is fake, okay? It's just a guy standing in front of another dude, and then it's this, okay. We might go through the whole 2.5 hour movie, okay? It's in a room chatting. Okay, shot, reverse, okay? And then this goes, okay? There's never, ever an interesting or cool shot in these scenes, ever. It's always just a guy walking towards the camera, okay, from a little bit, everything in the background is fake. There's nothing interesting, nothing of note is ever being shown in the background. Nothing is ever relevant that's going on anywhere, okay? It's always this, it's boring speech, boring dialogue, bad acting, okay? Nothing relevant ever, okay? Okay, ignore this. I don't even know what the fuck is happening at the beginning of this shit, okay? It's him firing cannons at people a lot. Let me get past the first, like, the intro to this movie. Oh my God. The random collection of shit. I would challenge, if I could take somebody to the movies with me and have them pay, I would pay them. If I could stop you at different points and be like, hey, I want you to tell me who this person is and what's going on, okay? You wouldn't be able to do it for any of these fucking movies, or for any part of this movie. You'd have no fucking idea, okay? All right, let's follow here, okay? We're in a room, okay? All these rooms are fake. Shot, reverse. That's it, every single time, okay? We're in another room, all right? It looks like it's a bigger room. It's not. It's a green screen room. It's the shot, reverse. Okay, hold on. We're gonna find the next room. They blow people up with cannons or whatever. Okay, outside. I think for the first like 30 minutes, I think he maybe tries. We're in a ballroom. It's a shot, reverse. Okay. In another room, shot, reverse. Every single time. Okay. In another room, oh, he's outside in a green screen CGI'd area so that he could walk into another room. They like the stair shot because for whatever reason, Ridley Scott does a stair shot like 5 times. It's boring. Okay. Shot, reverse. Oh, we're in another area. Okay. Shot, reverse. All this is fake in the background. It's all fake. Okay. We're in another room. Shot, reverse. In another room. Shot, reverse. Like 80% of the movie are these shots, and they're so boring. But normally it's not that bad if you have chatting, that's fine, but it's boring. The conversations are boring. The acting is shit. The writing is dog shit. Okay, nothing here is happening that matters. Okay, inside another room, Shriver. He cannons a bunch of people down. I don't even know why. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, he does his little marriage ceremony in another fake room. No interesting shots ever. Shriver. Okay, dinner scene. Shriver. Okay, and another fake thing. Okay, they fuck. Okay, he launches a cannonball of pyramid. I don't know why. Okay, we do another stare shot. He loves these stare shots. They're not clever. They're not creative. And then he also likes these boring fucking hallway shots. There's people walking in or walking out. They're all boring. Nothing of note happens. He looks at a thing up here. I don't know why. Even this is shot boringly. But it's because it's all fake. Ridley can't move the camera anywhere and find anything of interest to shoot ever. It's just the most boring shots always. What do we, and then it's just, he looks at the mummy guy, I don't know why, okay? We do a little shriver. Okay, boring. No one cares. We have to go inside a tent. Shriver. It's fake. All of this is fake, okay? And then we go inside another, shriver. It's all the same shit. It's all, we're in a carriage. So we can do the same thing. And then we go to another room. The whole movie is this. It is so fucking boring. In another room, and they're all CGI'd. All the rooms are CGI'd, and they're boring and fake. Another room, shriver. Okay, and then we have to go to the next room, shriver. It's all fake. There's even another room, shriver. They're all fake. All these rooms are fake. All these shots are boring. All these conversations suck. Another stare shot, okay? Another stare shot where I don't know if there's a Dutch angle. I don't know if you consider it, but then they do the thing. Oh, and then we go to another fake room, and this one's a marginally more interesting, but barely, okay? Okay, another big thing where it's a guy on a stage, more boring shots. They're still boring. They're still so boring. And the camera work is boring. Nothing interesting ever happens. I think this was probably the one scene where he's like, oh my God, I'm gonna do like a 45-second long shot, okay? This is probably like the most interesting like sequence of shots or sequence in the entire film, but even this is like whatever.
Armed with daggers and the liberty.
And then they go in and they do their thing, but whatever, okay. We have another kind of like hallway walk. They don't always use hallway. Sometimes it's a person or people on both sides. And then thank God we're in another room, okay? Then we do another hallway walk to the carriage, okay? Almost kind of not, no, it's not. It's not really interesting, okay? I don't know. I don't remember any of this. Oh, we're inside again. Thank God for shriver. Okay, we go into another room. Shriver. In another fake room. Shriver. Okay, in another fake room. He has a mirror here, but for what point? There's no purpose. Like it's not. There's nothing cool is happening here. It's just like, oh, what if we frame him up in the mirror? Okay, and put him in the back. But there's no reason. There's no purpose. It's so boring. We're in another room. Shriver. Okay, then we go to another room. Shriver. Okay, I'm not criticizing anything. I'm just saying the cinematography, the directing is actually so unbelievably bad. This doesn't make any sense how this can be so bad. Another thing. Shriver. Okay, this is the only time where a hallway walk at least does kind of something, and that you've got an angry guy moving into the background while this guy makes a joke about it, right? At least this is the only time where this type of shot is at least utilized to do something interesting, okay? Then you go outside, you have I would say you've got the most wasted set in the world, but it's not a wasted set because it's all green screen, okay? Nothing interesting here. Shriver. You're basically in a room. Even though you're outside, you're actually in a room. You go to another room. Shriver. Okay, they bang a little bit. Oh, another room. And then you do more under the table bang. Shriver. Okay, here's another hallway scene. It looks like it might be big, right? You got a big church. Maybe you've got a camera in the corner. Maybe you look at a stained glass window. Maybe you've got like different places we could move the camera around to get some kind of interest going on, inside the actual frame. No, it's not. Wrong. You would be fucking retarded if you thought that. It's all shriver. There is no interesting shots at any of this ever. It's just you frame up whoever's talking and then you go to the other guy over and over again. And then sometimes you got a guy standing you catch the back of them while you're framing up the other person. Okay? It's all boring and it's all fake. Oh, we're inside another room. Shriver. This is the same thing. Oh, we're at dinner again. Shriver. Nothing. No interesting shots ever. Never. Not a single time ever. Oh, we're in a bedroom. We're halfway through the movie. It's the same shit. They do some big battle outside that's boring and stupid and retarded and fake and dumb. The story of this battle is it looks like they're going to lose because I guess they get scouted and then the guy comes and their army comes, but they've got enough to beat the whole army, but for some reason they let their whole tents get overran before they march in all their people. It seems like they should have just had them out in the beginning and they would have beat them all. And there's ice and frozen lakes and it's cringe and stupid. And then, hold on, my favorite line in the whole movie. No. I went to the wrong spot. Hold on. Wait, where's my favorite? It's my favorite line. It's the best line in the whole film. Or is this stupid ass, just horrible, boring, fuck outside fight? Here it is. Wait.
You must forgive me this. Please come in where it's... Francis, so nice to finally meet you. Please come in where it's warm.
Please, come in where it's warm. Blood, what are you talking about? You're outside. You're in a tent. What do you mean inside where it's warm? What would you rate this film? 1 out of 10. Legitimately, 1 out of 10. I would actually bump the score if there were... I would bump the score if it cost less money. But the fact that this film was over $100 million for the most uninspired directing, the worst writing, the worst story, the worst performances. Man, the performances are so bad.
I do not believe.
Is it better than Oppenheimer? No, I had a lot of problems with Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer is way better. At least Oppenheimer had decent performances and okay writing, even if I thought the story was poorly chosen. This movie is just horrible. What about The Last Duel? I watched The Last Duel, which is another Ridley Scott movie, and I don't remember thinking it was horrible at all. This is just, it's another room, shower over showers. We're inside another room, shower over showers. Another room, shower over showers. Another bedroom scene. Oh, and then we're at a party scene, but a shower inside another room, shower over showers. And again, we're inside another room, shower over showers. Look at the lighting. Ah, fuck. It's not a big deal. This is getting nitpicky, and it doesn't matter. But because everything else is so bad, okay? Right? Look at this. They're in a dark room with a fireplace behind them. Okay? Absolutely no light is cast onto the two actors. It's so fake. They're so obviously in a green screen room, right? But it's interesting because despite the fact they got a fireplace right behind them and they're in a dark room and there's no light, in the very next scene, they have a fireplace behind them, but they decide to actually put LEDs behind them and light them like there's a real fire behind them. Why do they do it for this scene, but they didn't do it for the last scene, right? Look. Notice how they have a fill on both actors so that you can actually see the light from the fireplace? Why was there absolutely none of that in this scene? They didn't light them at all. Why? But that's a nitpicky thing. That doesn't even matter. But it's just, oh, we have another kind of outside scene. Okay, so cool. So another outside scene. So we've got the possibility for maybe interesting shots. We've got a lot of pillars. We've got a lot of sources for light. We've got so many places we can put the camera. But it doesn't matter. It's shower over shower. It's the same fucking shit over and over and over again. Shower over shower. Nothing interesting happening anywhere. Even the establishing shots are boring.
You have just pronounced an ambition which separates us forever. Continue to be.
It's just, there's not, I mean,
wishes for your hands.
Nothing is being communicated. Nothing of value. Okay? Oh, he kind of used pillars here. I wonder if they were real. They probably weren't. Okay. Thank God. He was like, quick, we can't be outside, okay? Something interesting might happen with the camera. Quick, run inside for more. Shower. I'm sorry. My God. This is all fake. None of this is real. I don't even know if the people are real. They're standing in front of a fucking green screen so that they could do more. Shower. It's unbelievable. My God. And then I think I left about 2/3 of the way to go work in studio stuff because I couldn't. So maybe the movie gets really interesting in the last third. My God. What a horrible fucking movie. Oh my God. How much you know about Napoleon before the movie? I don't know anything about Napoleon. I still don't know anything about Napoleon. Worse than Dune? Worse than Dune? No, I don't think so. Dune had a couple of, I feel like they were artificial, ooh, shots, but no. I wouldn't say it was worse than Dune. No, I wouldn't say so. Oh my God. God, what a horrible fuck movie. It was actually so horrible. God, it was actually so bad.
When everybody...
Destiny, it's real. The making of Napoleon.
Really?
This isn't. They green screened for they green screened for this. They green screened this. They green screened the making of. It is impossible. I refuse to believe that any of these sets were real. They cannot possibly be real sets. There is no shot. It is impossible. They green screened it for the making of. They must have.
Sapphic.
Because
and
how can his camera be so uninspired if any of these sets were real? I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
we've done a lot of see-through mesh dresses which reveal most of the women, and a very low cut. Big stripe.
Wild.
Extreme stripe.
And we made impressions of the stone walls to use existing buildings around us.
There's no way. I can't believe any of this. There's no shot. There's no shot.
Building, so
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Look at the budget. Yeah, the budget was, I think it was 130 to 150 million.
Be able
We decide he was a Corsican thug.
to build.
And what? We love with
Carry out the things that he wants. So
That was his.
You've ever seen. He never wore, or very, very rarely.
Oh my God. Joaquin's performance is so bad.
He wore civilian clothes. He wore infantry, which is the Navy, and just...
You know, stuff like shot, composition, and framing is done by the cinematographer and not the director, right? There is no way that the director doesn't have a huge influence over that. I don't believe you. The cinematographer and the director must either work hand in hand, or the cinematographer works with the director to make the shot composition, and then the director shoots it, or the director has a lot of, like, the cinematographer give guidance, and then the director will have... There's no way that the cinematographer does all that work. There's no shot. Unless Tarantino has, like, a magical cinematographer that just nobody even fucking knows their name. You don't understand. Ridley Scott hates France so much that he purposefully made a movie about their most famous figure intentionally dog shit. The same shit in the Star Wars prequels. Yeah, I've gone back and I've seen some of the prequel stuff, and I was surprised at how horrible the prequels looked. But I think it was also, again, it was the same issue of the CGI stuff. I think that when you CGI everything, I think that, well, hold on. Now my theory is just wrong, because if it's not all CGI, well, I'm not wrong in that it was dog shit, but my assumption was maybe because it's all CGI, Ridley Scott doesn't know where he can move the camera, or he doesn't know if he can move the camera because there's no place to actually move it to. He's just shooting into green screens the whole time. But if he actually had real things to shoot into, that's even less of an excuse for this to be shot so fucking horribly. Also, listen, I understand, okay? I understand that you're a fucking coward, all right? And we can't all be as balls to the wall as Guillermo del Toro, okay? We can't all be fucking awesome and make movies in their authentic language, all right? And then subtitle it, because nobody has the balls for that, all right? Which is based, by the way, I have massive respect for Guillermo del Toro shooting this in Spanish and subtitling it, okay? Huge props and huge respect. I wonder what this movie grossed, actually. But you're telling me that in a movie, I bet this movie grossed like, oh my God, I was gonna say like $5 million. It grossed like $83 million, 83.9. Was this movie rated R? Rated R subtitled movie? Grossed $90 million? What do you think he spent on it? I don't think this movie was super high budget. It was probably high-ish. I'm gonna guess 5 to 10 million. I'm gonna guess 5 to 10 million. Because they've got costumes, but not a lot of famous actors. I'm gonna guess 5 to 10 million. Maybe I'm really off. Let's see. Okay, 19 million. Okay. You're telling me that for this movie, oh, we've got A-list actors, all this shit, you can't give me at least a bullshit French accent? You don't have to speak French, but they don't even give me French accents? Why are they all speaking American in here?
You have embellished my life for 15 years.
the memories of which will remain forever etched in my heart.
Or at least give me a bonger accent. Make it European. Anyway. You can make blue screen CG look interesting. Hold on. I'm not criticizing CG. There's nothing wrong with using CGI, okay? Absolutely nothing wrong. I'm just trying to figure out how all the shots in this movie were so horrible and boring, okay? But, okay, I'm done. My God. Also, oh my God, the battles and everything were so fucking boring. Were people actually you probably were. I could actually imagine when the cannonballs hit the ice that you fucking soy fucks were like soy chanting in the movie theater. Oh, that's so fucking cool. Oh, they shot the oh my God, they did the thing where they got attacked and they hid most of your army and you're, whoa. But like the thing is, you don't even like any of the characters. I don't give a fuck if Napoleon wins this fight or not. I don't even like him, okay? The French only did one good surprise attack. They only did one good surprise attack in a movie, okay? And that was when they were helping goddamn America, all right? That was when they saved us in the Patriot. Oh, wait, I don't think it was the French that surprised. It might have just been the Americans. But they helped. The French helped, okay? And they helped in real life, too. And they gave us a lot of money. Thank you, Frenchies. My God, this movie was so horrible. What happened? There is this trend sometimes where people make biopics or they don't. I don't know what it is. I have my take that any movie made before 97 is trash, okay? Because we're all about new movies here. But if you're looking for like biopics or like documentaries or like long form stuff telling stories, anything that is new is trash. People don't know how to take a large collection of facts in a story and make like a coherent narrative out of it. I didn't want to fight the internet on this because I watched this movie with Melina a long time ago. What was the name of this? No, it wasn't the Beatles. It was Queen. What the fuck was the name of this stupid fucking movie? Was it just called Bohemian Rhapsody? This movie, but at the very least, like it had good performances, right? I'm not gonna say the performances were bad in this, especially I always forget this actor's name. The guy that played the Bohemian Rhapsody guy, the lead singer of Queen, probably one of the most talented singers of all time, even if I don't really like their music. Oh my God, wait, hold on, I'm having a moment. Let me remember. Okay, let's think. Bohemian Rhapsody, Queen, Grids, AIDS. Freddie Mercury. Okay, we got it. This movie was horrible. It was a terrible trash movie. Actually, I'll even go one further back. This movie was a trash movie. I think that what people do is people will look at, they'll take like a story about a thing, like a band, a person, and then they'll look at like, okay, well, this was an important event, this was important, and then this was important. And then they pick like some random shit here, and then they'll like bring you back here. I think that the music biopics are the most guilty of doing this with fucking songs. Oh God, it's so cringe. That was the thing I remember the most about this dog shit fucking Bohemian Rhapsody movie is you're watching some shit, you don't really give a fuck about it, and then somebody's on like a piano and they're like, oh, what about this Queen banger? And you're like, oh, and then they perform, you're like, oh, and then it's a bunch of like random retarded shit that you don't give a fuck about. And then somebody's like on a guitar and like, what about this Queen banger? Like, oh, and it's like, oh God, kill me. My God. Oh. What about The Social Network? I'm not a fan of like that style of movie as much, but The Social Network was a good movie, I think. I don't think anybody could argue with that. Social Network was probably a good movie. Even if I'm not generally like those types of movies don't generally interest me as much, but that was a good movie, and the performances were good, and the writing was good. What's the last good horror movie you've seen? Actually, I watched a movie called Incoherence. No, that's not what it was called. Wait, was it called Coherence? Oh. This is like a super low budget movie. I thought it was pretty cool. I like this. I thought it was a good movie. It was very fucking unsettling. Like very creepy, very weird by the end. This movie, I bet this movie cost like $20K to make. I have a lot of respect for like super low budget films. Okay, 100. Oh no, wait. Ooh, it made 140K. Oh, maybe they made it for free. Maybe it was just a bunch of friends shooting it. I like the concept. I liked the execution. Also, I don't know if you've noticed. I'm sure if you've watched this movie, you probably read about it or they said it. Like you can go back and you can rewatch this movie a lot and find a lot of different things in it that are like, oh, I like that one as well. You should try Primer. There's one where where two guys make a time travel machine and like a refrigerator or whatever that people jerk off a ton. I watched that movie. I didn't like that one that much. Like I thought it was okay. Was that Primer? Oh yeah, it was this. I thought this was like okay, but I think this is super overrated. I don't think it was anywhere near as good as people make it out to be. Did you look into the production? The actors got cards every day with information on it, but most of Coherence was improv and no one knew what the other actors knew. Oh, cute. Okay. Oh, and then final movie take? Okay. Final movie take. Now, this take is straight from the underground, and August is going to have to delete this. August needs to delete the VOD, okay? Because, remember, the official DGG position is all movies before 97 are dog shit, all right? I watched this movie recently. This movie was really cute. I liked it. I thought this was a cute movie. Very wholesome, family-oriented. I think you could say that, right? Even though their jobs are kind of... This is a very cute movie. The original Clue movie. Well, I say the original. I don't know if they made another one, but which ending did you see? Whatever version I watched had like all 3 or 4 endings or whatever.